Hi everybody, welcome back. So this is the second video of the day, and this is just a quick, friendly reminder that if that man in your life, if you are in a marriage, if you are in a relationship, if you are dating, right, I want you to understand something. That if that man in your life wanted to do it, he would definitely find a way. Take a look.
Y'all man didn't get y'all this. Y'all man didn't put that.
I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary.
I can't afford to propose to my girlfriend, so today's day one of door dashing for a diamond ring. But let me start from the beginning. 6 months ago, I bought a condo we both fell in love with. Problem is, it made me so house poor I can't even afford to propose. We've been together for a year and a half. The ring she deserves? $6,500. And I'm starting at zero. So every night after work, I'm door dashing. Because waiting for the perfect moment is just fear with a deadline. And she deserves more than my excuses. So I'm starting now. Follow to see how long it takes.
How not to be a bare minimum boyfriend 101 stocking stuffer edition. This is my girl stocking, her name's at the top. Before I show you what's inside, here's a quick tip. If you have no idea what she uses or what she likes, go inside of her vanity or her makeup bag, take some pictures so you don't forget, and when you go to Sephora or Ulta, they'll help you out. Now here's a little haul. First we have e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, Touchland Hand Sanitizer, she's always running out of these, Charlotte Tilbury Highlighter, Rhode Lip Liner, Benefit Brow Setter, Olaplex Hair Mask, Kerastase Hair Oil, she literally runs out of this every single month, Olaplex Bonding Oil, Living Proof Dry Shampoo, Color Wow Hairspray, Color Wow Volume Mousse. I'm gonna go get a couple more things just so her stocking's extra filled, but remember, husbands, boyfriends, fiancés, do not let your girl fill her own stocking this year. Don't be a bare minimum boyfriend.
My girlfriend has been feeling a little bit sad, so I've gotten her a care package of some of her favourite things. Some Red Rock Deli sea salt chips. I don't know if this is necessarily a favourite thing, but she likes to read next to me while we go to sleep, and I thought this little booklet might be nice. So we'll see if that's any good or it might be terrible. I'll tell you later. Her favourite chocolate, Whittaker's peanut butter. It's delicious. Give it a try. Also, she wears an eye mask at night, but at the moment she's just got like a terrible 20-cent Kmart one, so instead I thought I'd splurge and get a nice one. Hopefully it's nice. Show you guys this. Seems okay. Hopefully it'll be okay. And I got her a colouring book, and hopefully she'll enjoy this. I'm trying to fan it out, and show you what's in here, but well, I'm doing terribly. Anyway, also got her some flowers, so hopefully she'll like these. I think what I'm saying is, you don't have to do things for someone's birthday or whatever. Maybe you've noticed they're just feeling a bit down and you can just do something nice for them.
Every so often, my husband books me a momcation or my mommy getaway because one of my non-negotiables before having kids was making sure that I still have time for myself outside of motherhood and marriage. After checking into the Ritz in Charlotte, I spent the first few hours just reading and taking a hot bath before getting ready for my day. I honestly didn't plan on doing anything today, just relaxing and also heading out to do a little bit of shopping. Apparently, Zara is finally in Charlotte and everyone is very excited about it, but I came from the DMV area, so I didn't really care much. However, I was curious to see if they have something for me for dinner, so I stopped by Zara. After picking up a few pieces from Zara, I headed back to the room, ordered a couple of things to eat, and I just spent the time watching a little Christmas movie, and before you know it, I had to get ready for a little date night. Besides all the alone time, one of my favorite parts of these little staycations is that my husband always picks me up for dinner. I don't know what it is about him coming to pick me up from the hotel room that does a little something to me, but it really does a little something to me. Anyways, them kids find out that he picked me up, and tonight he was taking me to Sea Grill, and spoiler alert, we actually ended up having to take our dinner back early because we just ended up taking the dinner to go, went back to the hotel room and hung out a little before I sent him on his way home.
I met my girl September 3rd, 2024. We went on our first date on my birthday, October 22nd, 2024. I asked her to be my girlfriend January 25th, 2025. I have now asked her to be my wife June 14th, 2025. Moral of the story, a lot can happen in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and even a year. Ladies, don't let no man drag his feet and play with you because it don't take years for a man to know that he want to marry you. Because if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah, like I said before, I'm just here to make you aware that maybe you are not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong person. Because Christmas is around the corner. And we all know what happens around Christmas. Yeah? Most of the times you see all these women pouring into their families, preparing for Christmas. They are doing a whole lot of work, doing everything that they can, only for them to end up on Christmas Day with no gifts. Their husbands didn't do anything for them. They didn't buy them anything. They are not asking for much, but still, they are neglected, they are omitted, they are forgotten. All right? They are the ones running around doing for everybody. And there are those out there who are begging for that $250 ring. Okay? $185 ring. I hope you remember that lady. Who have been begging for a $500 ring. It's been years. Okay? You've been auditioning, you've been cooking, you've been cleaning, you've even had children. You show them that you can have kids. You show them how well you can clean, how well you can put up with all their BS, how well you can put up with everything, and still it's not enough. I want you to know that if they want to, they will.
If he's not trying, he doesn't care. Lack of effort means lack of care. He doesn't care enough. He doesn't like you enough. Does that make sense? This is the sign.
This is your kind reminder. If he wants to, he will. Don't make excuses. Don't try to figure out why anything is happening. Guys, clarity is one of the kindest things that you can give somebody you care about. And so if they want to, they will. And if they cannot, they'll tell you because they care about you enough to give you clarity. If you are kept guessing, wondering, making up scenarios in your head, figuring things out, and you're all alone in that process, that person does not care about you. It's actually that simple. If he wanted to, he would. If you want to, you will. You know yourself. So if you would do it if you want to, why wouldn't another person do it when they want to? Why does it change? Don't try to make excuses for human beings. Human beings know what they're doing, and when they care about you, they provide you with clarity and context. When they don't, they let you sit there and wonder things on your own. So remember that if they wanted to, they would, because when they want to, they create clarity for you. They provide context for you, and that allows you to be safe.
Men move when they want to, and that's just facts. If a man wants to be with you, he'll find a way. He'll call. He'll show up. He'll make space for you. It don't matter how busy he is. It don't matter how tired he says he feels. When a man wants you in his life, oh, that man moves. So if he's barely texting, always got excuses, and only shows up when it's easy for him, I need you to hear this. He's not that into you. And sis, that's not your fault. Okay? You're not too much. You're just not his priority. Let that sink in. Then let him go.
If they wanted to, they would. But here's the part they leave out of the equation, and the part that most of you don't understand. Yes, it is 100% true. If a man wants to, he will, at any cost. Trust me on that, at any cost. But the part that you guys aren't understanding is you stay in relationships where he is not providing that for you, and then expect him to provide it. So you're in these horrible relationships and then being like, if he wanted to, he would. But he never wanted to with you. You accepted bare minimum, and that's all he's ever going to give you. Not going to be glitter out of a dead horse. You understand what I'm saying? Do not go into a situation and then expect things to change, okay? Men will give you exactly what you allow, and what you allow from day one. You can argue with me. I don't care. There's going to be that one married person that's like, but my husband and I started out as a situationship. That's bullshit. You don't just develop standards and then this man comes back. That's not how it works. Unless there's years in between and growth. Absolutely not. So yes, if he wanted to, he would. But he's not going to if he doesn't initially. Do you understand? If you don't see yourself as worthy for that, if he wanted to, he would, meaning from day one, he should want to, then that's not going to work. I can get into this a little bit more, but I'm hot as hell here. I love you.
It's not necessarily that if they wanted to, they would. It's if they had the bandwidth to, they would. If they had the tools, then they would. Stop making excuses. He just doesn't like you, okay? I've seen so many women intellectualizing or trying to over-explain. If he wanted to, he would. Oh no, that's bad dating advice. My favorite quote on the subject is by Maya Angelou. She says, "Can't do is like won't do. Neither of them have a home." In other words, it doesn't matter if the guy can't treat you well or won't treat you well. The outcome is the same. You're not being treated well. And that's why I don't listen when people start with, oh, well, what if he has a mental illness? What if this, what if that? I don't care. Because it doesn't matter how legitimate his reason is. The outcome is the same. You're not being treated well. So the question is, do you want to stay in that scenario or do you not want to? Because I don't know if you all have realized this yet, but your private area actually doesn't fall under government domain. You're not required to make it equal access. You don't have to give accommodations for people who aren't doing what they're supposed to do so they can access it, okay? That's so crazy to me, because the thing is, women have real mental health struggles, probably more than men. And the thing is, we never use that as an excuse to not do what we're supposed to do. Women never say, oh, I have depression, I have anxiety, I have ADHD, I have autism, and then try to put the work on someone else to fix us or accommodate us for what we don't do. We work even harder, don't we? I say that as someone who has mental health struggles. I have had depression, clinical depression, where I was in a bed for a month. I have very severe anxiety, and yet I still do what I'm supposed to do. And when I'm dating, I don't use that as an excuse to put it on somebody else. I'm so anxious, so I'm not going to communicate with you. I'm not going to give you any warning. I'm not going to contribute to this relationship at all. I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to clean. I'm not going to do anything. And I'm just going to put it all on my mental disease. And I'm also not going to get any help, because here's what men love to do. They love to use that as a get out of jail free card. They're so anxious. They're so depressed. They have so many mental health struggles, but they're not going to go to a therapist. They're not going to get medication. They're not going to do anything to solve the problem. It just becomes a blanket get out of jail free card for them to not do anything. And if you complain, you're a giant bitch, because don't you know they have mental health problems? Stop falling for that. Oh, he doesn't have the bandwidth. Oh, he doesn't have the spoons. Guys, I love therapy language, okay? We really need these terms to be able to discuss a lot of what happens in our lives, but don't let these men weaponize terms against you. I promise you, a lot of men are going to therapy or going online and getting the therapized language to take better advantage of you. So please stop letting them gaslight you, okay?
Remember this. The same thing that you're begging them to do, somebody else would do it without you even asking. And that's the crazy part. You over here explaining what you need, asking for basic effort, basic communication, basic consistency. You're asking for the bare minimum. And somehow even that turns into too much. But the reality of it is, people know what they're doing. They know how to show up. They know how to make time. They know how to be intentional. But that's only when it's somebody they actually care about. And yeah, that part hurts, because you start thinking that maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're asking for too much, but you're not. You just been asking the wrong person. And when you start making excuses for them, you start seeing it for what it is. They heard you. They just didn't care enough to change. And that's when you fall back. Not out of anger, but out of clarity. Because somebody out there would have done everything with no pressure, with no begging.
Maybe he's busy cheating on you. Maybe he hasn't texted you back because he's texting someone else. Maybe him not replying doesn't mean he's not interested. Just mean he's interested in someone else more. The point I'm trying to make is stop selling yourself short, bitch. You're already short. Now you're going to sell yourself even shorter? Come on. If you're going to go down on me. Don't go down on anyone else. Respect yourself.
And I ain't gonna lie, when women be saying if he wanted to, he would, that's the truest shit in the world, because there was never a time where I wanted to and I didn't. There was never a time where I wanted to and I didn't. A man gonna find a way to make shit happen for the person he wanna make shit happen with. Because 9 times out of 10, when they say that, it really just be the small shit. Like, what you think may be real small, in the grand scheme of things, women put so much value in that shit. Only thing you gotta do is pay attention. And they gonna tell you exactly what they want. They gonna tell you exactly what they desire. You really just gotta learn your girl, bro, and just put the time in to understanding your person and who you with. You know how a relationship end and they'd be like, oh, I don't hate this person, they don't hate me, we kind of just grew apart. Bro, it start from shit like that. It start from not putting in that small amount of effort, you feel me? At the end of the day, if he wanted to, he would. It's just a thought, bro. Like, it start with a thought. It start with a thought, and then it start with a little bit of planning, execution, and just make it happen.
You don't have to do anything, no. Some men are out there who are buying houses to put the women that they want in their lives in the house. They're out there taking up extra shifts so they can buy them the rings of their dream. And you are there begging, crying for the bare minimum, which they still don't want to give to you. I want you to think about this deeply, okay? That maybe you're just wasting your time with the wrong person. Maybe you're better off moving on, okay? Maybe this is not the one, okay? Maybe call your losses, pack your load, and leave. Because how long are you going to sit there waiting, crying, begging, doing everything for them to maybe propose, come correct, commit to you, take the next steps forward. They are doing back and forth with you. They are forgetting you. Every time they forget their birthdays, their anniversaries, everything just falls on you. If you are not doing it, they are not doing it. They don't take you anywhere. They don't take you on dates. Like, you are just neglected. You are just like a beautiful decoration in the house. You are part of the furniture. They don't tell you you're beautiful. They don't say anything to you. It's just is what it is. You are living in them that permanent level of tolerable unhappiness. You are putting up with their weaponized incompetence. You're having to carry everything. You're juggling everything. Everything is on your back. I just want you to know. I just want you to understand that if they want to, they will. Okay? It doesn't matter how long you stay there. It doesn't matter if you can do the monkey style. You can do Jackie Chan style. You can dress better than all the women out there. You are the best cook in the world. You are the cool girl who is one of the boys. You are the very understanding girlfriend, wife, whatever it is. I just came here to let you know that if they want to, they will. Sometimes you don't have to do anything. If they want to, they will. Sometimes you don't have to audition. If they want to, they will. I know so many people, like, they hate that if they want to, they will. They're like, why do people say that? But I know what I'm saying. And if it doesn't apply, please let it fly. To those of you that it applies to, I'm talking to you. If they want to, they will. And if you are happy there, that's fine. But if you are not happy about the situation that you're in, and you are having to beg for crumbs, begging for present, begging for love, begging, crying all the time, begging, just to let you know that if they want to, they will. I'm just the messenger. So yeah, that's all I came here to tell you. Don't be manipulated, don't be gaslighted. Christmas is around the corner. If another year is coming and you still haven't gotten that $250 ring that you want, you don't mind, okay? He still hasn't proposed. He still hasn't introduced you to his family, Yeah, you are still not sure if there's other women. Think about that deeply, He still hasn't got you a present for Christmas, although you have packaged all the presents under the tree, just so you know that if they want to, they will. Anyway, I want to leave it here and I'll see you again another one. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.